Hi, welcome back to my channel, Cosmic Insight Astrology. I am your co-pilot, Christina. Today, I'm here actually to discuss and analyze with you North Node and South Node changing sign, and it's going to go to Libra and Aries axis. So first of all, I have to talk about what is North Node and South Node. And we're also going to discuss today the new moon in Cancer because it's going to happen on the same day. And I don't want to do separate video about that. So, all right. First of all, we're going to talk about a little bit of the nodes. The nodes are not planets. They are mathematical point, and they are mathematical point actually of the moon. The moon, the way of actually it's going around the ecliptic, crossing the ecliptic, the sun's path, and that's the mathematical point of that. The North Node is associated with the head of the dragon in Vedic astrology, and the South Node is the tail of the dragon. That is Rahu and Ketu. North Node is Rahu, South Node is Ketu. North Node is something what you did not experience yet in life. And South Node is actually the karma from the past. So that's why we're saying North Node has a kind of Jupiterian energy, a blessing, generosity. That is your purpose. That is where you are heading in your life or in your next life also. And so not actually what you were bringing, the path you were working on already. So what you were bringing with you, that's karma, and that's a Saturnian energy. So in this case, we also have to analyze Saturn and Jupiter as well. So Jupiter is the planet of blessing. Jupiter is generosity. Jupiter is abundance and luck. And then Saturn, not only bad, but Saturn is fears, delays, and also death as well, decay, but also ambition, because Saturn rules two houses, rules the 10th and the 11th houses. So that is your ambition, honor, diligent as well. So as above, so below, every single planet has good and bad vibrations or energies. The way you manifest, that's the most important. Okay, so what's going on with this situation? So let's talk about the eclipses, because actually the nodes are related to the eclipses. So right now, we are moving from the really, really material axis to the relationship and to the self-realization axis. So Aries is the self, right? That is the first house, representing the first house and ruled by Mars. So it's very, like youthful and energetic, and actually Aries is the initiator. Aries always have energy to start something new. And Libra is associated with the seventh house, and seventh house is legal matters. It's also marriage and relationship, but one-on-one relationship, business partnership, marriage and significant other. That is the way you relate to someone. That is one-on-one partnership. And also, as I said before, legal matters. Aries is the way you pretend, that's your body, that's your physical body as well. The first house, because Aries represented by the first house. So as you knew before, the eclipse and the nodes were in Scorpio and Taurus. The eclipses always comes in actually pairs, just like the nodes are moving in pairs. So North Node and South Node, it's always in opposition sign, just like the eclipses is happening also in opposition signs. So why is it important? Because what is an eclipse? For example, let's talk about the solar eclipse. Solar eclipse is when the moon is between the sun and earth. And then the lunar eclipse is when the Earth is between the sun and the moon. And lunar eclipse is always actually a full moon. And it could be partial or total. So that means like, like you see a little part, crescent, something from the moon when the eclipse happening, or it's in total dark. And the eclipse dot. Lunar eclipse, usually it's a life-altering change, but it's a negative change. It's an ending. It's something it's fate, by fate, always by karma and fate. And it's collectively affecting us all the time. And the solar eclipse is always a new beginning. Eclipse is unexpected changes in our life, both of it, lunar and solar. But solar is turning out to be good, while lunar is turning out to be loss or sadness and pain. Both of them are growth, but one of them grows through some kind of happy event. For example, I'm going to say an example. For example, a pregnancy, all right? Oh, somebody gets pregnant, that's a solar eclipse, and didn't expect, it was not a planned baby or pregnancy. But anyway, by the time the baby is born, they love the baby, they are happy, they become parents, or situations like that. While the lunar eclipse, it's definitely going to symbolize some kind of death, loss, and loss of job, or or foreclosure, or anything like that. It depends which house it's going to actually present itself for you, and what kind of aspect does it make with your natal chart. Of course, I don't see your natal chart, so I not really know what's happening with you, but I'm talking just about general. So yes, this is either a gain and a positive change, solar, or a lunar eclipse, which is a negative change. There is some cases when a lunar eclipse also could turn out to be positive when it's affected and aspected with benefic planets in your chart, with Jupiter, or trining with Jupiter, or trining with Venus, or Sun, or Moon, or sextile with them. So then it could something turning out to your benefits. Losing my job because I got fired, but the moment I got fired, I have a better position offered. Situations like that. And some cases, solar eclipse could be very, very dangerous also when actually it's associated or actually have a bad aspect with malefic planets, for example, Pluto, Saturn, Mars. So if they are affecting the eclipse, even the solar eclipse, sorry about my beautiful little Dutch hound, Cosmo, he's really feisty lately. But then it could affect the solar eclipse negatively. But in general, as I said, lunar is loss, solar is growth and happiness. Okay, so I told you what is the eclipse, right? What is the solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse? And I was talking about the nodes as well. So as you see, before we were talking about that, the Taurus-Scorpio axis was really material, because Scorpio rules the bank, Scorpio rules shared resources and big amount of money. And Taurus actually rules the earned resources, what you earned, what you have, but you are capable to get on your own. Right now, we are moving to Libra and Aries. So everything, the North Node is moving to Aries. It's representing we have to take care of ourselves before we take care of others. And yeah, when you travel, airplane, it is, when they say, okay, before you help to anyone, whatever, you put the oxygen mask on yourself first, and after you can help your children, help your loved ones and everyone. So that's how actually I going to kind of want to experience that. Yes, you have to help on yourself before you heal others, before you help others. For example, a broken-hearted woman or man cannot give relationship advice to others, right? Or somebody who, so for example, somebody who is not in peace with themselves, how can they actually advise other people? for example, if you don't have a child, how can you advise how to raise a child, right? So first you're going to work on yourself, and then you are capable to help your loved ones, or you're capable to get into relationship. Many times I say that to my people and clients as well. Love yourself first, because if you don't love yourself, you're not capable to love anyone else. I promise that to you. So that's very, very important, to start to love ourselves, and then we are going to be capable to love others. So we were talking about also what's happening here with the axis, so the Libra. And I wanted to talk about some kind of fixed stars and the Venus star also. Venus star point. Venus star point, actually 2022 October, went to Libra. And then what I wanted to tell you guys, that didn't happen over 150 years, but it's depend the way Venus is doing its retrograde, and the way Venus is actually conjuncting with the sun as well, and they're making a point in heaven, and it's creating like a pentagon, a star in heaven. And right now the point, one of the star point, went back to Libra 29 degrees. The South node going to move on to that. So actually it's going, because of South node is karmic, it's the tail of the dragon. We have to shed down relationship that doesn't serve us in general, everyone collectively. Or, it could be like alliances, perhaps actually open enemies. We are capable to get rid of open enemies, or capable to get rid of people around us who is not serving us anymore. Because seventh house is marriage, a lot of people going to divorce. And then on the other thing, the Venus star point, Libra ruled by Venus, and the Venus star point is in Libra, which is like so not going there. That's going to initiate, like, maybe people are going to have kind of trouble during this 18 months to create relationship, to start relationship. Also, it could indicate as well, like, for example, a lot of marriage is going to break up, because South node is karma, it's ending, it's delay, it's decay, it's coldness, it's a cold planet, right? And associated with Saturn. So it's indicating like difficulties in marriages. Or actually, it could only indicate like it's not a lot of marriage going to be like the traditional way. People just not going to get married anymore. Maybe just live together, or like being in relationship, but marriage not gonna be that important. That piece of paper not gonna be that important. All right, or legalize it, because legal matters, right? Seventh house, legal matters, marriage, it's not gonna be important anymore. And then we have another fixed star, and actually a fixed star named Spica, and that is a really, really beautiful star. It's 23 degrees in Libra, and it's really benefic. It's a Jupiterian and Venusian fixed star. It's all of love and beauty and abundance. Actually, it's a god of fertility, goddess of fertility, Spica as well. So, all right. So what's happening over there? What I see, South node transiting those fixed stars, I do see, because of fertility, I do see female people who are capable in a range of childbirth range, childbearing age, they're not going to be capable to get pregnant. So now this Saturnian energy, it's going to be like somehow they're going to need authority, Saturn authority, to get pregnant. Authority means like, fertility doctors or things like that. So there is going to be fertility issues, or it's going to be, God forbid, but we have to check Saturn as well. There is Saturn right now, and Saturn is in Pisces at this moment. Pisces is pharmaceuticals, Saturn is government-related pharmaceuticals. It could be something because of the vaccination, COVID vaccination. Don't throw stones on me, all right? There are a lot of studies already out already. So it might be like delays pregnancy, or people going to experience, unfortunately, a lot of miscarriages, right? Because South Node on speaker, it's not good. It's not going to be a good transit, a good on speaker. So that could happen as well. And then let's see what else I wanted to talk about, because I wanted to talk about the new moon as well. And, you know, I'm doing the videos right now about July for each individual signs. And then I'm going to talk about the notes in that detail for each individual sign. And when I talk about the notes, you will listen, because that's going to be actually valid for you for 18 months. So right now, I'm going to only just do a general reading about the notes, but I already had done. And then I'm going to talk about a little bit the new moon in Cancer. And why? Because of the same day, the new moon happened at 24 degrees, and let me see, 56 minutes, July 17. And it's going to sextile with Uranus, and it's going to trine with Neptune, right? Okay, so new moon is a new beginning. It's a new start. Actually, it's really good if you do some kind of, I always tell in every single video, in case if somebody is new to my channel and haven't seen it before, I always do a cinnamon sweeping and blow cinnamon into my home and wash with mint the entry door. It's bringing health and abundance as well. All right, so what else can we say over here? So that is the new moon. The new moon is 24 degrees. It means it is in the third decan. So that has a Piscean flavor, because third decan is the third water sign. So Scorpio second, third is Piscean. So it's going to get some kind of Neptunian and Jupiterian flavor, which is very, very beneficial. And it's also going to trine with Neptune. So Neptune is the higher octave of love. It's forgiveness. It's very artsy. It's loves art and you know, express himself with music and singing. And because of the moon is very nurturing, this time on the 17th, we might going to feel some kind of nurturing energy. We want to retreat. We're not going to want to be around people. We want to be on our own. And something is happening with these glasses. I'm gonna have to change. Okay. So it's representing like you want to nurture yourself, you want to hide away. And as I said, because the notes also changing sign, and Aries is representing like I want to take care of myself, that will represent like, all right, I want to take myself, I take care of myself, and I want to actually have a retreat and not talking to anyone. Just let me answer my children. Okay. So that is really, really, really loving and very nurturing energy. On that day, you are capable to forgive others, and you're capable to forgive yourself, because it's in nurturing your inner child, forgiveness for yourself, seeing yourself as a little child, and making sure you are the first, and you are taking care of your own needs and your own desires. And then it sextiles Uranus. The sextile is always a Venusian energy, and the trine is like an effortless Jupiterian blessing. Sextile has some kind of challenge in it, but it's a positive, sweet aspect anyway. And Uranus is in Taurus, and it is something tangible, something like, all right, I want to get connected with the divine, but I want to get connected through nature. Taurus. So what is the best way to connect with the divine energy and experience God and peace? Go to the beach, go to they have a dip in the ocean. Actually, that could be barefoot and connect with the earth, do some gardening, and that could be actually a really good remedy for these days, because you are doing your retreat, you don't want to be surrounded people, but nature is going to make you calm and nurture your soul. And, you know, like you can do a new vision board. For example, this day would be excellent to do a vision board. And what I'm going to do, and I wanted to do on my birthday, I didn't have enough magazines, and on New Year didn't have enough magazines. I'm a Silva Mind Control graduate, and Jose Silva died, but, you know, I continue to meditate and do everything by Silva method. And then that Indian guy, Lashin, oh my God, I forget his name, but he's really, really famous, Mind Valley Academy. He is actually working with a couple who has a book, and that's called the Life Book, like a vision book, and it has 12 categories. And what do you want to achieve in the next 12 months? So that's what I'm gonna do during this new moon. Because of it's a new beginning, the nodes are moving into new area for all of us. So, you know, just get new 12 categories, check out on YouTube or online. What does it mean? Book of Life and Mind Valley Academy. And then actually go and do a vision board or a vision book and meditate on it, but in nature. And don't let anyone to bother you or distract you, or don't let anyone actually to change your opinion on your power, and don't let anyone opinion actually like sink into you or feed into other people's drama, and don't let them to you know, like opinion could be much motivational, or it could be many times when you have a great idea, people can pull you down and they are like, oh my God, it's not gonna work, I have an experience. Other people's experience should not actually affect you at all, because it's you, it's your own energy. And you know, that's you are capable to do whatever you want. It is just to set your mind on something new. Cosmo is mad again. All right. So that's what I wanted to say, but it is a beautiful energy. However, look at Pluto. Pluto went back to Capricorn. So it's very, very potent. It's really powerful, and it's opposing to this new moon. So Pluto is transformation. So this is another aspect during here as well. And it is like, wow, you know, like transformation have to come from within. It is emotional. It is life altering for all of us. And Pluto in Capricorn is like, okay, you gave away your power again. Come on. No. You have to take it back. That kind of struggle. It is almost like a power struggle, but definitely an emotional struggle. When you are not, we don't want anyone to control us, neither emotionally or any kind of way. We cannot let anyone to control us anymore. All right, guys, so that's the takeaway from the notes. As I said, in my July report, I'm going to talk about that in details for each individual signs. That's why I'm not going to do the 12 signs for you right now. But as I said, in a day, you will get the July horoscopes. Thank you so much for your attention. I'm going to come up with another video soon. Talk to you later. Bye for now.